Hello everyone. You probably don't know me, and that's okay because I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Michael and I love Nintendo. This love unfortunately is not mutual and I don't have too much of the consoles, but my first ever console that I've got when I was just a child, I think I was 6 years old at the time, was Nintendo Game Boy, which I still have. This is Game Boy Advance SP and I love it so much. This is my favorite console ever. I luckily even have my first game, which is Sonic Advance, but this cartridge doesn't work, so I bought a new one instead. But I'm glad that I actually kept the original one. And since then my love for Nintendo started, but I couldn't afford the consoles because, well, my family was poor and I'm still poor. But recently I got myself a Nintendo Switch, which is absolutely amazing. But why am I telling you this? I have depression and I have a serious one and I'm struggling with it, but I'm beating it right now, which is absolutely great. But during the time when I wasn't able even to get up and do something and wish to something, the only one wish that I ever got was to create a Nintendo collection, and it was like poof, and it disappeared. But I realized that this thing was the only thing that I wanted in the worst time of my life. And this is probably the thing that I will want. So this wish was to create my own Nintendo collection. What is it? So I want to create an ultimate gaming Nintendo collection. What means gaming? Because I don't want this console to just sit and do nothing. Like most of the collectors do, they collect something, they place it on the board, on the display, and show it to their friends and to the public, but they don't actually use the items. I wanna use it, I wanna play the games, I want to experience what I couldn't experience because I'm poor. So I want my Nintendo collection to start with consoles that can play the most of the games. So an obvious choice in this situation was a Nintendo Wii U, because Nintendo Wii U is such an amazing console that can play in Nintendo Wii games, which are absolutely amazing. So it's like two consoles in one, which is absolutely great. But Nintendo Wii U is still really expensive for me and I cannot afford it. So I decided to create a list of games for Nintendo Switch that I wanted to get, because they are much cheaper than Wii U. But there are still problems because I'm still poor. But luckily I got one of the games from that list, Super Mario Party, which was gifted by my amazing friend. Thank you so much. I know you watching this because I made you watch this, because I want to thank you publicly, because you're an amazing person and everyone should know that Anwar is an amazing person. So one game down, still a lot to go and a lot of money to spend. But this journey has started with this video. This video will be the thing that I will look to when I finish this Nintendo collection, or when I will struggle I want to quit. But I look at this and I realize that at the worst times of my life this is what I wanted. And I want this to be completed. And I want to play Nintendo games. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.